Welcome back to FC Data, and it's season 20, and we've gone up half a star reputation, as you can see, worldwide 4.5, which should be very, very good for the future intakes. We played the first match this season. We beat Bristol City 4-2, as you can see there. Wesley Bennett getting 2 from the left wing. Odemosu getting 1 from the right wing. Greatrix started the game, didn't score, only got a 6.8, but looking at him, I feel like I have to play him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Osterfield. Maybe they're really tough games and the away games against big teams, Osterfield plays. Against anyone else, maybe it's just Greatrix to play. I think we're at that point where he has to just go in now. The board have increased the capacity of the stadium as well. We've moved back into Barnsley's Oakwell Stadium whilst we get this completed. 9,625 seats. And once we move back in, it will actually be bigger than Barnsley Stadium. It'll be 26,500. I think we've got a maximum of 30, I think. I'm pretty certain I set it at 30 as maximum. So it's not too big, but it's Premier League standard. It's average Premier League type thing. Maybe a bit lower, but yeah, I didn't want to go like 60,000. That's unrealistic. But yeah, hopefully as well, once we get to that point, if we're still doing the save, which we probably will be, it'd be nice if we could get a stadium named after us. Media prediction is now 14th, so we're climbing in that aspect. And in the preview, we are 15th in the preview, so that's quite good. 300 to 1, we're climbing on that one as well. Obviously, there's a big gap there from Aston Villa to Fulham. Luton, Bristol City and Luton, they have tycoons. That's why their odds are quite high, despite Bristol City just coming back up. So they've got a tycoon, and that's why their playing squad is probably down here. No European football for Liverpool or Chelsea. Here's the team that just played the last match then. We've got Holland in goal. I've put McKee at right back. I've got Murray at the side of McLeod. Murray's now 2.5 stars. His value is not the highest, but I'm going to keep playing him in the hope that he's going to be very, very good. Joseph McLeod as well went and played in the World Cup for England. He's now 4.5 star current ability, our best player. I'll just show you him real quick. He's not really changed much, but he's just very, very good. He's, yeah, our defence has got so much better since he's become that good, obviously. But yeah, he's got 5 caps for England now. He played 2 in the World Cup, 4 in the World Cup, 2 off the bench. Got 7.2, which is really nice. Dave Smith still at left back. We need a left back coming through. I'm going to give Chimezi a couple of games this season as well to see what he can do. Brothers in centre midfielder with Sturton, but Sturton's injured, so Bancoli had to play that game. Dunnett on the right wing. Dunnett is slightly decreasing in some areas, but I don't think they're big important areas like long throws, marking, penalty taking, tackling, positioning. Not really that bothered by that, but crossing and finishing would be nice if they didn't go down. And his physicals are going up quite well as well. And he's also got 5-star potential still. So this is a breakout season for Dunnett. He's 18 now. He got an assist in the game as well, which is quite good. And he actually put up some decent numbers last season. So I do think this guy can take the game time he's going to get. I'm going to show you Bennett on the left wing as well, because I realise I've not showed him in a while. This is his sort of like full potential. He's at full potential. He scored 2 in the first game, got 1 assist, got a 10 rating. He's very good. He's knocking on the door to the England team, I think. He's probably not going to play too much for England, but he'll get a cap somewhere, I would imagine. Worth between 68 and 75 million. 2 years left on his contract with an optional 3 as well. So I'm not in no rush to up that unless he gets really antsy about it, which we don't want any unhappy players. We can afford big contracts. It's fine. I'm just trying to hold off as long as possible because then the board might give us a new stadium. And then up front, we've obviously got Greatrix, who hasn't changed too much from last season. All the players on the bench as well are sort of like senior players now, 23 and upwards, who have not got any more potential left. Osterfield on the bench, he's killing me a little bit because I wanted to try and get him loads of goals for the save and like become like a legend type thing, but I don't know. Someone in the comments said that Greatrix could maybe play behind him, but Hemsley's 29 and Hemsley sort of makes us tick. It's a weird one. I don't know, he's always just there with important goals, is Hemsley, but he's 29, so it might be a case that I have to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We've loaned out a couple of players in the under-21s, under-18s as well. If they improve by the end of the season, I will let you guys know about that. But let's get into it. Let's see what happens. And I'll come back in around December time with the preview. The intake preview is here, guys. And honestly, I just had a look at the right-hand side there. I didn't realise Man City had won every single title for like 8 seasons. So that's something we have to stop. But they are top again. And they are probably going to win it again. We are second. We're closer than last time. That's because they've lost a couple of games. We've lost a couple of games. We lost against Newcastle and Chelsea. We drew against Southampton, and we beat Man United 4-0 at Old Trafford. We beat Arsenal as well, which is really good. Bennett has the highest average rating in the league. He's scored a fair amount. He's played like 9 or 10 games, and he's scored 8, so he's doing really, really well. I'm trying to give some of the youngsters more game time. The Champions League isn't going as well. We are still on the hunt for the top 24, which we should get, which we should always get. But we are trying to get top 8, which is proving a little bit difficult. We've beat Monaco, Dortmund and Salzburg. We've drawn with Milan and Porto, and we lost to Real Madrid. So as you can see, it's been a hard fixture list this time. It's been a lot harder than last time, so we might have to settle for like between 9th and 16th or somewhere. Probably won't get into the top 8 this time, but we should get through, and that's all that matters. So Greatrix has had 11 starts, 2 sub-appearances. He's scored 4, assisted 2, and his average rating is 7.03. Now, he has improved as well already, and yeah, I'm just going to show you him quickly. We're going to keep playing him, and hopefully his off the ball is going to go up, his decision making and his anticipation, and then we'll probably look to work on his physicals, and his technicals should rise as all that's happening at the same time. So yeah, we've got a really good player in our hands, but sometimes he does go missing, sometimes he does miss a couple of chances, which is to be expected. We haven't been as good as I'd like us to be, but like I said, we are still second, so we can't really complain. Let's have a look at the preview. Not entirely sure if these things are very accurate, but let's have a look anyway. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It says 5 stars. It says striker. It says centre midfielder. And it says a goalkeeper. It says fullback as well and an attacking midfielder. So hopefully, fingers crossed, let's get to match and see what happens. It is the start of match, guys. The intake's not here just quite yet, but I want to bring you up to date before it comes in. So we did manage to get into the top 8. 5 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. We just snuck in there over, I think it was City. City got dropped down in the last game. They were 8th though, and they lost against Inter Milan, I think. And then we skipped the knockout playoff round. A couple of big teams went out. Man United, Nice are very good on this save. Monaco are, and so are Leverkusen, but pretty much the majority of the guys that you expect to get through got through. Copenhagen as well beat Man City 4-2 at Man City in Manchester, and then Man City won on penalties. But that was nearly like a big shock. But they got through in the end. And then we got drawn against PSG in the next round. And the first leg's been played. The second leg is yet to be played. We drew 2-2. Now, decent performance, I'm not going to lie. It was very even. And we scored straight away, obviously, Osterfield there. But then they scored 2 near the end. And then Isaac Brothers, by the way, who is absolutely phenomenal. He is our best player by a distance, coming from deep here in centre midfield attack, just running into these little gaps. I'm going to show you his attributes, and I'm going to show you his stats for this season. He's now got 20 vision, by the way. He's just going up and up and up and up and up. I can't believe he's not played for England yet, but he's got 18 goals and 13 assists, 7.3. He has gone up another level this season. And that is a massive part in why currently, with 8 games left, we are first. Now, I'll be totally honest. We do not deserve to be first. We should probably be about 3rd, maybe even 4th. Osterfield's goals have not dried up because Greatrix, who I'll show you in a second, has done quite well. So they're sort of sharing the load. It's our attack that's carrying us, I'll be totally honest. We're scoring more goals than our XG. We are creating a lot of XG, but we are scoring a lot of goals. As you can see there at the top right-hand side, we've scored 84 goals. The next team underneath that is 72, and that's Liverpool. And then the next under that is like 62, and that's Fulham. So we are scoring a lot of goals. We are conceding more, but that's the way we play. We are very attacking. We just lost to Chelsea away from home. They're our bogey team at the minute. They are down in 9th. They've got some decent players, to be fair. They probably should be a bit higher, about 7th, 6th. Away from home against Chelsea currently is just a nightmare, and I can't win, and it's very annoying. The 5 games we've lost are, as you'd expect, against the biggish teams. 3 away and 2 at home. Again, as you can see there, we lost against Chelsea twice. So like I said, not just away, they are just our bogey team in general. I don't expect to win the title. Man City have got 3 games in hand. If they get all 9 points, which they definitely could do, then they'll be on the same points as Liverpool. And it's literally, at this point, a couple of drop points away from them just overtaking us and us being like 3rd. And that is fine. That's fine. I'm not expecting to win it. If we win it, absolutely amazing. Because Man City are having sort of an off-season for their standards. But I'm not expecting to. There's a lot of games to be played. We've got some tough games at the end of the season. We've got PSG next, as you can see. There's been a lot of wins. In December, we had a couple of losses there. Like I said, we lost against City in the quarter-final of the AFL Cup. We lost to City away. We lost to Arsenal away. We also beat Tottenham at home 4-1, which is really, really good. And then we had a perfect January and an almost perfect February until Chelsea again. Beat Newcastle, which was really nice. Beat Man United at home, which is really nice. Beat Napoli. Aston Villa away from home. But then, yeah, we just beat Coventry, rested a couple of players. We beat Brentford in the FA Cup 5th round, somehow 8-0. Don't know how we managed that, but we did. We've got Tottenham after the PSG game in the FA Cup quarter-final. We've got Everton, Southampton, Fulham, Leicester, which is not terribly difficult. 17th, 7th, 12th, and 11th. To be fair, Fulham are quite good. And then we've got Liverpool away, which will be a massive one. Sunderland at home, which we expect to win. And then the last two games are Tottenham and Man City. You guys might be seeing those in the video. We shall see. But the intake is going to be here very soon. I'm going to play the PSG game. I'll update you about that. And then we'll do the intake. But first, this man here, Jack Greatrex. I keep getting these messages constantly. I'm probably getting one every 2 or 3 weeks. And it just keeps saying, the player is ready for more first team football. He's already a decent player for Premier League sides. He's 3.5 stars ability. I'm going to show you him. He's just getting better and better. He's now worth 50 million. He has got 16 goals this season in 21 starts. He's come off the bench 8 times as well. 7.34 average rating that you guys can't see behind my camera. But yeah, he's looking very, very good. And at the start of the season, he was underperforming his XG. And then all of a sudden, about November, December time, he was just banging in goals from really low XG chances. So I think something's clicked with him. I think he's turned a corner. And yeah, he's very, very good. So, long may it continue. We just played the second leg of the PSG game, guys, and we won 6-1. I'm not sure why it shows me away from home. It was at home. We won 6-1. Very good performance. We battered him. I'm not going to lie. Went 2-0 up, 2-1, and then we just scored loads of goals. Odemosu, by the way, shout out to him on that right wing. He's still putting in the numbers. I just have a quick look at him. Why not? He's okay. Like, he's got everything that you need. He's got flair. He's got a bit of pace, agility, balance, dribbling, first touch, technique. He just puts in numbers every single season. He's 27 now, but if you look, he's just getting better and better. In the Championship there, obviously, he was decent, but then in the Premier League, he's got better and better and better every single season. Bankole as well in centre midfield, 2 assists for him this game. Let's have a quick look at him. Let's shout out to the guys that don't get mentioned anymore. Nelson Bankole, this is him. 28 as well now. Yeah, he's playing deep line playmaker at the minute. 14 passing, 16 vision. He's just got very good mentals, decent physicals as well. And honestly, his technicals for what we need him for aren't that bad. 7.22 average rating. Again, another one that's been with us since the National League. I've just got to give shout outs to these guys because genuinely, they're amazing. And it's arrived. 15th of March. We did beat Tottenham, by the way, in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. I'm pretty certain that they rotated a lot of their players because we beat them 5-1 somehow. And I played my first team again. So it's fine. I'm just going to play my first team a lot because I want to try and win one of these trophies because we've got a good chance of winning at least one of them. I'll take an FA Cup, but if I can win a Champions League or a Premier League, obviously that's 50% of the challenge done. We won't win both because we don't have the squad for it, but one of them would be nice. Right. Intake is here. So the preview was decent, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that looks good. There's 4 elite talents. If you're a Champions League club and there's 4 elite talents, that's a good intake. I especially like the look straight away of Brandon Hoare, the left back, because we need a left back. Dylan Thompson, the striker, and Jack Wilson, the attacking midfielder. We do need an attacking midfielder as well because we don't have a backup for Hemsley at the moment. We really don't. All the guys that we got through before haven't really hit the heights that needed to be in the team. So let's have a look down here. Oh, there's another 4.5 there. Barry Breen. Got a lot of Northern Irish guys. I'm quite liking it. We've got Jerry Boyce, another right winger, who's 1.5 and 4 stars. So you never know. One of these guys might be decent as well. I doubt those guys are down there. We've got a Polish guy, a Nigerian, a Welshman, another Northern Irish, another Welsh, and then Republic of Ireland. Okay, let's have a look then. We've got some good determination attributes there. There's not really anyone that's struggling. Everyone from like Mohammed Harben above got a good chance. Got a good chance of being signed up just for numbers, and you never know at this point. Potential, I've found, when I've completed these saves before on Twitch, what we do is we have a look in the editor afterwards, after the save's completed, to see who's got the potential. And a lot of the time, players with lower potential in these columns sometimes have better potential than the guys at the top. We've got a couple of unambitious players, but thankfully, they're all at the bottom. We don't have to worry about them. So let's have a look at Mohammed Harben then. Centre-back, DM, 6 foot, light-hearted, unflappable. Very good personalities and media handling style for improvement. So let's have a look at Mohammed. Okay, 6 foot. I'm going to sign him up because you never know. And he's got the makings of a decent centre-half. He's got 9 marking, 9 positioning. He's got decent first touch, decent technique, penalty taking, which is weird. 13 jumping reach. We can work on his pace straight away. I'm going to sign him up. Alan Roberts from Llandudno. Lindod? Wells? Yeah, that's the one. We'll go with that one. Edit that out, Lewis. Alan Roberts, Welsh. Centre-back, centre midfielder. Spirited personality. Let's have a look at Alan. Okay. Again, I like it. The mentals are good. The physical. Yes. It's just a yes, isn't it? Hard-working midfielder. And you've got to see where these guys can end up. Wow, he wants a lot of money, which is usually a good sign. Or it might be that he's got really high ambition. Alan Roberts there. Right, next then, we've got Jerry Boyce. Jerry Boyce. 14 determination. Balanced personality with an outspoken, volatile and confrontational, which is not great. So let's have a look at Jerry. Okay, yeah. Again, good mentals. Physicals are very good because if you look at the agility and the balance and the jumping, which is at 8 and 9, which is easily 12, 13 in a couple of seasons. Yes, Jerry. Yes, yes, yes. Competitive streak, not consistent, but it's all right. Barry Breen, Northern Irish, centre midfielder, attacking centre, attacking right. Fairly ambitious, which is nice. Let's have a look at Barry. Okay. I like the fact he's got 12 finishing, which means potentially it could be a shadow striker, which is the role that we play with Hemsley. I do quite like the look of him. Technique's good. Work on the off the ball. We'll work on the decision making. We'll work on the anticipation straight away. And then we'll work on his dribbling and his first touch. But he's got the physicals as well, which is quite nice. Dylan Thompson. Okay. He is another centre attacking midfielder, but a left winger potentially, and a striker from Glossop. He's half Northern Irish. Let's have a look at Dylan. 18 determination as well. Wow. Wow, okay, yeah. He looks special, doesn't he? He looks very good. 6 foot as well. The physicals are amazing. Again, mentals really, really good. I'm getting good work rate and teamwork, which is really nice. Dribbling. Left-footed. He could be the backup shadow striker if the other guy, Barry Breen, doesn't make it. Wow. I'm liking it. Really good. Wow, he wants 10 grand. That is just 11. Okay. No, you can 10 grand at 16. He must be good. Determined as well. So yeah, next year he's going to get game time. Definitely. Sam Teague, goalkeeper, 6'4" from Greenfield. I don't know where Greenfield is. If you're from Greenfield, hi. 1.5 star ability, 4.5 star, spirited, unflappable, really, really good personality. Let's have a look at Sam. Can't complain. Can't complain. Very good attributes again. Nothing really a problem. Nothing that's like a 4 or a 5. Everything's at least a 7, 8, 9. You can't go wrong with that. So Sam is definitely getting signed up. Of course he is. He also wants a lot of money as well. I don't know if this is because now we've got a higher reputation and players are wanting more money, but it's not often players want that much. Right, let's have a look at the 5-star players then. Light-hearted, unflappable, really, really good. Another centre midfielder, attacking midfielder, and potential striker. Let's see where he fits best. Jack Wilson from Guildford. Okay. Let's have a look at Jack. What does he want? 5 work rate. I'm not a fan of that in centre midfield. So again, another attacking midfielder. Shoots from distance, 8 long shots. Aggression. Pace needs to be worked on, doesn't it? The work rate does as well. Quite like him though. I do. I quite like where he's headed. The last one, left back, Brandon Haw. 10 determination, balanced personality and outspoken, which is not the greatest, so hopefully it can get changed over time as he plays with the rest of the players with good personalities. So look at Brandon. Please be good, Brandon. Please be good. Yeah, he's good. He is good. Got very good physicals as well. Yeah, he's going to be good. He's going to play some game time next year as well. Fairly susceptible to injuries, which is not great, but fairly consistent performer. That intake, guys, at this stage, has to be a 9. I'll be honest. It has to be a 9. It really does. It's that is very, very good for a Champions League team. And also, by the way, in positions that we need attacking midfielders. We need a left back. We potentially need a goalkeeper if Holland doesn't turn out as amazing as I'm hoping. Centre midfielder as well, potentially at one of these guys. And if Greatrix is playing striker, right wing as well, which is really good. The only thing we need now is a centre-back that's like top level. Like we're talking McLeod level to partner him, because I don't think my current centre-halves have what it takes. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. But that is a very good intake. 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think, as always, in the comments. I read every single comment. Don't you worry about that. I think the only reason why it's not a 10 is we haven't got a generational player like a Greatrix. If we'd have had that on top, 10, no doubt. So let's kick on with the season. As anything's important's happening or anything crazy happens or it's worth of note, I will come back and let you know. In the Champions League quarterfinal, we have been drawn against Leipzig. Now, it's probably in the middle of the pack for the teams that I'd have liked. I'd have liked Feyenoord, Girona, or Napoli, but I also wouldn't have wanted Inter Milan, Arsenal, or Barcelona. So I guess that's in the middle. If we get past that, guess who we get? Inter or Arsenal. So it's going to be a tough one. In the other side of the draw, I'm expecting Barcelona to get through. But if we can get through this hard part, then the quarters and the semis might be harder, potentially, than the actual final, which is crazy. But we'll see how we get on. If we get through the quarterfinal, then I'll put the semi-final in the video. If we don't, then we don't. And we might have a FA Cup game. If not, we've got a title race. So hopefully, if all goes well, we've got an action-packed end to the video coming. Guys, we just dropped points in the race for the title. Everton scored in the 90th minute. Absolute sickener. Azoma. Liverpool won as well, which is more annoying. And Man City won one of their games in hand. And the only good thing, I guess, is Tottenham didn't win, so it puts them 6 points back. Well, keeps them 6 points back, but I thought we got the win. Thought we ticked another game off. But no, I just don't see how we're going to manage to keep up. The difference in this game, I think, was Isaac Brothers picked up a bit of a knock against the PSG game, and he wasn't able to play. And I don't think we're strong enough without him away from home to dominate. But in a couple of players to step in when he doesn't do that. I'm hoping the intake we've just got could be that in a couple of seasons. But I do still think we're 2 or 3 seasons away from finishing this. Maybe more, honestly. That's probably like a low end estimation. Actually, probably like 5, 6 maybe makes more sense. And but yeah, that's annoying. That just got the inbox message as well that Jack has won the Next Gen award. He's won it over the Dortmund midfielder and the Mexican striker Zaleta. So yeah, he's won it. We won it last year as well with Sturton. So that's a nice little tradition we've got going on. Hopefully next season someone else can win it, or maybe Jack could win it again. He's only 17, remember. 16 goals and 4 assists in 25 matches, 7.34. Absolutely killing it. The first leg of the Champions League quarter-final went way better than expected. We won 5-0 against Leipzig, but as you can see, we didn't just beat them, we absolutely battered them. The main man, Isaac Brothers, by the way, this guy, second top scorer in the entire Champions League. He's got 9 goals. I think he's only second to a striker from PSG with 10. Greatrix, by the way, started because Osterfield picked up a knock and he opened the scoring. And yeah, Bennett played really well again. Even Chimese came off the bench. I'll show you him here. Came off the bench. And he's actually doing all right, is Chimese. This is the guy that we spoke about last time that only had 3 stars potential ability when I signed him up. He's now got 4. He's now a decent Championship player with potential to be a Premier League standard left-back. So really we're happy with Chimese. He's played 18 starts this season and averaged just under a 7. So I can't really be too annoyed. I'm hoping the guy we got through earlier in the episode, Brandon Haw, I think. Haw, I don't know how you say it, the Irish guy, left-back, he looks really good. I'm hoping he's going to be our first choice. But Chimese might just be sort of like the steady guy. We've had Dave Smith for so long, and Smith's been so good for us, he's here. But as you can see, he's played 450 matches, and he's averaged about a 7 every single season, if not a bit more. He's been really, really good. But he doesn't look amazing, does he? So I'm hoping Chimese can get to that level, and then hopefully the guy that we've just got through can push on and be that next level to that. Inter Milan are 3-0 up. As you can see there, by the way, yeah, the Spanish striker here from PSG, he's got 10 goals, but Isaac Brothers actually has 9, and he's got the second highest average rating. By the way, he's just an amazing player. He genuinely is. We've got a couple of players now that belong at this level and could easily win the Champions League with another club. So I'm not taking anything less than a quarter-final from now on. So he just needs one time to go right, to get a bit of luck, to take his chances in a couple of games, get a nice, easier run than usual, and you never know. Barcelona 0, Feyenoord 0, and Napoli 2, Girona 1. It's not, honestly, the strongest Champions League I've ever seen. Obviously, Girona are very good in this save. Napoli are as well, and obviously Feyenoord are too. But There's no Man Cities, there's no Real Madrids, there's no Bayerns. You know, the ones that are like always quite good? Even PSG, not there anymore. In terms of the league table, this is what it's looking like. We've got 6 games left. Liverpool are above us, but they're on the same points. They've only got 5 games left. Arsenal have got the same games left as us, but they're 6 points behind us, so I'm quite happy with that. Man City is 6 points behind us, but they actually have a game in hand, so they can go to 3 points behind us. And Tottenham are same as Arsenal, 69 points, 6 behind us. So we could honestly finish 5th. If we have a bad collapse, we genuinely could finish 5th. But we could also finish first. So it's one of those seasons. It's a lot closer. Before, it's been sort of like Man City in one level, and then we've sort of been like there with Arsenal, and then it's just like other teams 4th, 5th, and 6th. But this year it's actually different, which is quite nice. And then there's a massive gap to Man United at 6th. So I'm hoping we finish in the top 3. If we finish 4th or below, if we finish 4th or 5th, I'll be slightly annoyed because we've been top and 2nd for the majority of the season. 3rd is not the end of the world if Man City go on an insane run and Liverpool keep it up. I don't mind that, but 4th would feel harsh. We just played Fulham and we've had a really bad performance. I'm not going to lie, we were 3-0 down. Terrible. And it's opened up everything again. Just really bad performance. Greatrick scored and Brothers scored, so I suppose that's a positive, but... And true to form, Man City won their game in hand and Tottenham won theirs. Obviously, Man City still have one, but if everyone wins their game in hand, I think everyone's going to be on like 78 points, which is mad. Yeah, it's going to go right down to the wire, guys. We've got Tottenham and Man City as well in the last 5 matches. So yeah, we should see something crazy. Like I said, I honestly think we're probably going to be like 4th. I genuinely do. I don't think we've been that good this season. But we've just got some really good players now that are carrying the young players through that I've tried to bring in. The second leg went just as well in Leipzig. We won 5-2. Now, I rested a couple of players, but Greatrick scored again. Dunnick came in and did well, scored a goal. And yeah, we made a couple of subs and Bennett scored at the end. Inter Milan drew with Arsenal 1-1 in London, so that's us against Inter Milan. And if we have a quick check of their team, they're second, they're 5 stars, they've got maxed out everything, they're one of the best teams in the entire world, so this is not going to be easy as you'd expect. They've got Pinto, Portuguese winger, he's insane. They've got Santa Maria, who's a 26-year-old Spanish international. Francialucci, is that? Yeah, legendary centre-back. And then I'm certain they'll have people down here who are good, like Cohen Boss, 26-year-old, yeah, unbelievable player. Oh my God, yeah. So they've got some like truly world-class players. Look at that, 26-year-old Israeli centre midfielder. 19 passing, 19 vision, 18 off the ball. That is going to be some tie. And then they've obviously got the left back there. He's good as well. I probably shouldn't be looking at all these. Yeah, wow, just an insane team. Their values aren't as high as I thought they would be, really, for how good they are. But yeah, this is going to be the hardest game we've played probably ever in terms, or maybe Man City matches, actually. But in our next game, we beat Leicester 5-2. Tottenham lost to Arsenal, which isn't the best, but it's also not the worst because they're on the same points anyway. So I guess a draw would have been perfect, but we can't have that. Man City, however, did lose to Newcastle, and Newcastle are starting to become a decent team. Now, I don't know if next year they're probably going to be up in this top 6, 7 again, but probably closer, I think. Newcastle have got some very good players. I think they just struggled at the start of the season, and now they're coming good and they're almost 6th. So I guess the second half of the season, they've been amazing. If they carry that on, they'll be up around the top 4 next year. So this is going to be difficult. I don't think we're ever going to win a title by 10, 15 points. I think it's going to be a case of, it's going to be very close, so we're going to have to nick it type. Sort of like this situation. We've got Liverpool away next at top of the league. It's like so important. The fact that it's away from home, though, is a killer. Yeah, I don't know. If we lose it, I don't think we win the title because of the games we've got after that. We've got Man City. In the last 4 games, we've got Man City, Tottenham and Liverpool. So we did lose to Liverpool, which is very frustrating, and they deserve to win. They've got players like this guy, Dont, who is just... I can't keep up with that. It's as simple as that. They're too good in the match engine. No matter what I do tactically, opposition instructions or double up on players, it doesn't matter. I don't have the players to be able to deal with guys like this, unfortunately, just yet. The good thing, though, is Man City and Arsenal drew, so none of them go above us, but now it's Liverpool's to lose, which they've only lost 2 games the entire season. Away at City and away at Chelsea. And Chelsea, by the way, are a nightmare to play against, as I've told you before. So Liverpool, honestly, I know they've drawn a fair few, but they deserve to win the title. If you only lose twice in 35 games, you probably should win the title. It's Champions League semi-final time, guys. We've got Inter Milan and we are at home. 4-2-3-1, as you can see. Bancoli and Brothers centre midfield. Hemsley, Bennett and Odomosu behind Osterfield, and the back 4 as the same as always. They're playing 4-2-3-1 as well. I'm not sure if that's 2 DMs, though. They've just got they've got a very good team, guys. We had a little look at them, but yeah, they're good. If we come through this, I'll be very surprised. Let's get this game underway. First highlight in the first minute. Come on, guys. What we got? What have we got here? Come on, brothers. Okay. Okay, I like it. No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. See, that should be 1-0 straight away. It's just... It's my defence, isn't it? It's my defence. The defence is the problem. It is. You can see it. It's quite clear as well. I think in the away leg, I'm going to try a different formation. That's a great press. Oh, great tackle, that. Good effort. Good save. Corner. No. Okay. Yeah, I think in the away leg, I think I'm going to try a different formation. I'm going to try something a little bit more safe. Not safe. Something a bit more pragmatic, we'll call it. Tactical, I guess, is the right word. Go on, Adamosu. What have you got? No, we keep playing those passes and they're not working. Come on. Their pressing is very good. And go on, Bennett. We need to get the ball up the pitch to the attacking type play. Okay. Interesting. Interesting effort, that. Go on, brothers. You've got that. That's all you, mate. That's all. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a cross from Wilshere. What a finish from Bennett. Okay. Okay. Nice. Let's see what this counter-attack's got us. Go on, Bennett. Go on, Bennett. Oh, Bennett. If he'd have just rifled that in across the goalkeeper. Oh. What have we got here? What's happening? That's nice from them. That's nice from them. We've won it, but we've not won it. Good pressing. It's good pressing from us, but just keep it going. You might as well. You've committed now. Go on, commit. You've committed. No, that's really good from them. It's really good. That's nice. If they score that, yeah, that was really nice. They played out of that really well. It's a tough semi-final, isn't it? Inter Milan. It always is going to be. They're never a bad team, Inter Milan. What have we got, guys? Have we got a sneaky second goal for us? Odamosu, why are you pressing there? The left back's free now. Yeah, we're having to compensate the press because of you. Shoot. Nice. Look at their players. Well done, Hemsley. That is unbelievable from you. Go on, brothers. Oh, my God, Osterfield. Oh, see, I don't know why he shoots like that there, because in the Premier League, he doesn't shoot like that. Oh, why did he lack all power there? Very annoying. I don't think it's working as pressing him. That's a good goal. That's a great goal. He's unbelievable. That's the guy we looked at, isn't it? Just what a player. Elite. 400 grand a week. Yeah, it's... I don't think it's working as pressing them from the goal kick. It's just not. We're allowing them to pass straight through, and they're too good. So they're going to do it. So let's take that off. 1-1 is what it is. I don't think we're at this level yet. I don't think we're at this level. That front four is special. It's a very, very good front four. Maybe a late one. Go on, Sturton. You've got a good long shot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look how good they are. Look how fluid they are. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. They're just so more fluid than us. It's like watching different sport. Crazy. They just brought that guy on there and he's just flown through about 4 players. This is at home and we're struggling a little bit, aren't we? So it's going to be a difficult one away from home. No penalties. Oh no. 93rd minute. 94th minute. Oh, this would be a killer. This would be an absolute killer, this one. This goes in. Oh no, it's going on for too long, this highlight. I don't like it. Oh my God. Get that whistle blown, ref. Blow it. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be very tough in the second leg. 1-1, first one. I'm going to have to be pleased with him, I guess. Osterfield with a 6.4. It's not really good enough. We didn't do too badly. We didn't do too badly. Game week 36 has been played and we beat Sunderland 5-0. We expected to win. We was only 2-0 up quite comfortably and then we scored. A bunch of substitutions came on and scored late goals. So more flattering than it was, but we won anyway. That's fine. Liverpool won 4-2. They were 2-0 down at half-time to Norwich and I thought, oh my God. And then they've got their 2 world-class players. Well, they've got more than 2, but 2 attacking world-class players and they've scored 4 goals in, 20 minutes, which is just how good they are, unfortunately. Also, Tottenham won, and then Man City lost to Man United, which is wild. Man City this season probably going to finish outside the top 2, which I can't believe. We have now Tottenham and Man City to play. Liverpool have Chelsea to play, which will be a tough game, but they've also got Coventry to play, and Coventry down here. So we have to win both our games to win the title and make up the goal difference, and they play Coventry. We also got knocked out of the FA Cup semi-final. Liverpool beat us 1-0 at Wembley. Yeah, again, they did deserve to win, but it was a tight one. But yeah, they're in the final. I think they're playing Man City. So the situation basically looks like this. We're second in the Prem for now. We're in the Champions League, which we're going to play next. FA Cup, we got knocked out in the semi-final by Liverpool, and we got knocked out in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup to Man City. So we're getting there, like I said. We're making strides. It's definitely improvements. But we're just not quite there yet. We're going to go with this formation then, guys. We're going to go with a 4-3-3. I've taken out Osterfield. I've put Hemsley up front. And then I've put Sturton into centre midfield and Bancoli in DM. So usually it'd be one of these two. Either Sturton or Bancoli in deep line playmaker. That's why they don't have like a relationship little bar next to them. But Osterfield didn't do well last game. It was a bit isolated. So I'm hoping that Hemsley can come a bit deeper here and get involved. Brothers can go past him. Odemosu can go past him. We can get some space on the counter-attack by creating some of the overloads. We've also got an inverted wing back down here. I've used this formation before. It's quite good. I've toned it down a little bit because we're away from home. Right, usually I go positive and a bit higher defensive line, but I'm not going to do that. We usually play out defence, but I'm taking a few things off because we're in the San Siro. It's going to be really difficult. And yeah, this is the team. It's going to be difficult, really, really tough. But we can bring Greatrix on at some point, and we can also bring Osterfield on if Bennett's not playing too well. So, yeah, it's fine. But this is what we're going to go with. Here it is then, Champions League semi-final. Ooh, they've got a yellow card in the first minute. That is very nice. I've just noticed as well that they get a lot of red cards, so I'm hoping they get one. That'd be quite nice. I also thought that they've got 2 defensive midfielders, and there's no real point having an attacking midfielder against them because he just gets swamped. So I'm hoping by having a defensive midfielder, you can mark their attacking midfielder, and my 2 centre midfielders can sort of like be in a bit more space, and they're not like on top of them. Let's see if that works. Like it might not, but we started all right. To be fair, they've not had a shot. We've had a 1-2. Let's keep it going. Like I said, I've used this tactic before. I made it on stream on Twitch. If you guys want to check Twitch out, if you haven't already, we start Fridays 7:30 until 10:30. Saturday the same and Sunday the same. So we stream on the weekends. At the moment, we're doing a save in Italy, which is ironic because we're against an Italian team and they've got the first highlight, which is not great. Oh, it looks like theirs, but it might not be. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. We've won the ball back, which is really nice. Can Bennett do something? He's done something really well this season, all season. Okay, this is yeah. Oh, like that there. Oh, it's a good chance. It's a good chance. Good first half though, this. Really good first half. It's just if one of those top players that they've got kicks into gear, we'll be struggling a little bit. Right, no pressure. No pressure. Very good first half, that. I'm not going to lie, it's a very good first half. Motivated, felt the pressure lifted, relaxed, 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 relaxed. That's a good team talk. I would recommend that team talk, guys, if you're away from home against big teams. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Because we're playing well, but we're not turning it into highlights. Oh, we're just too slow. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking we're going to give the ball back, aren't we? Oh, no. He's so good, this guy, Boz. He's so good. This highlight has gone for a long time. That is a bad sign. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Of course they get the rebound. Of course they get the rebound. I think I'm going to have to go back to the 4-3-1, guys, just to try and get something. Let's take off Sturton. Let's go with Osterfield. No. Let's take Bennett off. It might be crazy, but let's take Bennett off. Let's also take Odomoso off. Let's go like that. Then Emsley again, not played very well. Brothers played okay, but he's tired as well. The defense is the problem. 3 out of my back 4 are nowhere near good enough. In fact, 4 of my back 5 aren't. So it's one of those things, isn't it? I'm going to press us up a little bit more because we have to. Put the tempo up as well. We'll go with that, I think. I think that makes sense, I think. Put Murray on. Yeah, go on, let's put Murray on. He's a bit more of a ball-playing centre-back than Davidson. Yeah, straight away they've got control of the game. I did think that, but I have to do something and go a bit attacking. I mean, we might as well lose 2-0 and go for it, right? What else have we got here? Have we got anything that we can do? Really? Take Smith off and put Chimese on because he's a wing back anyway. So, oh, okay, highlight, maybe. Nope. Oh, they're just too good for us. Yeah, look at that. Bang. I thought that was our highlight, but turns out, I mean, we've not done too badly though. They've not battered us, have they? We've not done too badly at all. Of course. Made 5 subs and got an injury before the crucial last 2 games of the season. Of course. I don't know why. Let's move Hemsley that way. His brother's a bit more space. Try that instead. I mean, we're not going to score with 10 men, are we? Let's be honest. Very attacking. Get something. No. Ugh. 2-1 on aggregate. Very tight. Very tight. Frustrating. I do think we could have scored there. But I like the way we played in the away leg. Good sign. That's a good sign. It's giving me a bit of a food for thought for next season and season going forward. We'll get back to the Premier League then. Let's see what happens. We're probably going to end up trophyless after all this, but it feels like it's a step in the right direction. In the other semi-final, Barcelona won in the 95th minute away against Girona, so it's going to set up an Inter Milan-Barcelona final. Barcelona won it last year as well, which is crazy. I thought Man City were going to win it. They didn't. So Barcelona going for 2 out of 2, which is insane. Just before we're about to play Tottenham to try and put some pressure on Liverpool, they played first and swatted away Chelsea like relegation team 4-0. And they've basically wrapped up the title because not only are they 6 points clear of me, and that's the only team that can catch them, I've got to win 2 really tough games, and I've also got to overcome an 8-goal difference. So Liverpool have got the title. They deserve it. Genuinely, they do. They've probably actually got the best team right now because a few of the older Man City team have left them. Football is a cyclical thing. It's like in cycles where like Man City have dominated and now it's Liverpool a little bit in real life and Arsenal have come up a little bit and it's like they're sort of having to rebuild and then you have to rebuild and it's sort of like that. So I think Liverpool are going to become like the dominant team for a while. So they're going to be the team to catch next season. But yeah, Osterfield, by the way, was out for 3 to 5 weeks, so he can't play either of those games. But that's fine because I've got another message about Greatrix. I think he's now better than Osterfield, genuinely. So next season, he's going to be the starting striker. Osterfield, unfortunately, will be the backup, which is harsh, but it's the way it is. We managed to beat Tottenham, guys, 3-1. Now, they did get a sending off in the 8th minute, which helped us out a lot, but Bennett scored 2 and Greatrix scored at the end, which was really nice to see. Man City won, Arsenal won, and obviously Liverpool won. It's kept us in 2nd, so the lowest we can finish is 3rd, which is absolutely fine. We've got Man City last game of the season at home. And honestly, I feel like this is probably the best chance we've got to beat them. So if we do, that'd be really nice. Liverpool have won the title, unless they get beat by Coventry by 3 and we beat Man City by 3, which is not going to happen. Last game of the season, guys, we managed to beat Man City 5-1. Now, I'm not entirely sure how we've done that. We just scored every single shot, basically. Liverpool won 4-0, as expected. But I did try to go for it a little bit. I did put a few more attacking roles in. And it seems to have worked. Like I said, I think if we did that game again, it could have been 5-1 Man City. Genuinely. We just we took our chances, didn't take theirs. But it's been a good season. We're 2nd, 87 points. And that's the most points we've ever got so far. Liverpool won the title and they deserved it. 3 points. If we'd have just beaten Liverpool in that last one-off game away from home a couple of games back, we'd have won the title. That's crazy. We're 1 game off. And we're 1 game off of the Champions League final as well. I can't believe it. The other thing as well that I wanted to show you guys is Let me find it. Greatrix here has got the highest average rating in the entire Premier League. I didn't even notice that until like last game. But yeah, 7.38. So technically, he could win the English Footballer of the Year at 17 years old, which would be like a Wayne Rooney type situation. Isaac Brothers got the most assists in the league. He also got the third highest average rating, which is really nice. We didn't get on the clean sheets, but we're not going to just yet because our defence is not great, and also our goalkeeper's still learning the trade. We're not top of the yellow cards, which is also nice because sometimes that happens. And Osterfield and Greatrix shared more game time, so we're not on this list for the first time in a while, but next year Greatrix will be on this list. I've actually no doubt about that. I mean, I think next year he will score more than 24. So unless one of these players has a mental season, I do think he'll be at least in the top 3. This is the team then. Osterfield obviously was injured. Now, we've got interesting Greatrix as well. It's Barcelona, which is not great. I'm waiting for him to become 18 in July, and then I'm going to give him a monster contract. Bennett's also wanted by Freiburg, which isn't as a problem. This year as well, we had 5 players who scored 20 or more goals. No one got 30 and 40 this season. We shared it out more, which was really good. This is how Isaac Brothers finished the season, so he's now worth 100 million. He's got a contract for 3 more years, and then another 3, and then another 1 if he plays 10 games in that last season, which he will do. So probably at the end of next season, I'll give him a new deal, one to take him to like 28, 29, and hopefully by that point we've finished it. If not, that's fine, we carry on, but he's looking good. He's good at taking corners, which is why he's getting assists. Well, not only why, but he's getting more, which is good because we needed that. We need that part of the game. So yeah, he's doing really well. He can also defend a little bit, which is really nice. He sort of presses well as well. Then to the other best player, we've got Joseph McLeod. Now he's been very good as well. 17 acceleration now as well. I'm working on his technique now and his passing, trying to make him a bit more of a ball-playing centre-back because he's actually got pretty much everything else he needs. I was maybe looking at his pace for a bit more, but acceleration is fine at 17. And yeah, he's done really, really well. He's played 58 matches, 50 starts. He's just always there, rarely injured. He's just Mr. Darton, really. Left-footed as well, which is really nice. 21 now, 6 caps for England. Bennett also had his best season. He's now worth between 83 and 90 million. 21 goals, 14 assists. If we have a look at his history page, that is his best by far. Also, average rating-wise, it's his best. So he's playing the best he's ever played, which is really good. He's now 23. He's got 4 caps for England. We've got a couple of players now with caps, which is really good. If we sort by potential, then we've obviously got Greatrix there, but we've also got Dunnett. Now, Dunnett next season needs to be playing a lot. He's played a lot this season. 25 starts, 5 goals, 12 assists. He's averaged over a 7 at 7.12, but I don't feel like he's improved that much. And his dribbling's annoying me. I wish his dribbling was a bit better, but I also... He's just... I don't know what it is. Since the start of the season, to be fair, if I look at that, he has actually improved. So I think I just play him and hope for the best. But I do think that he needs to be on the right wing. I think next year, this is probably going to be what the team's looking like to start off with. So it's Holland in goal, obviously now. He's number 1. McKee at right back. If I show you him real quick, he's improving slightly, but he's not as quick as what I'd like, saying he's played 23 matches. But Wilshere, there's no real point in playing him because he's not going to get any better. So I just think I'm going to have to play Martin McKee and hope that he improves to somewhere that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he's really good. I don't think he's going to become world-class like. If he can become better than Wilshere by a little bit, we've upgraded the squad, right? Then McLeod at left centre-back, and I think we're going to start with Chimezi at left-back. Now, he's coming on quite well. He's got pace as well. He's only 18, remember, so I think there's still a lot of growth in him. He's played 21 games this season. He's got a 6.95, so they've played a lot more this season, as you can tell by how much they've improved. But I do think, in general, in future, I think the guy we just got through the intake last year, I think he's going to be left back eventually. But this year, if I can just play Chimezi to start with and see what happens, I can then slowly phase Smith out, which isn't great because he's been such an icon for us, but it needs to be done. Brothers and Sturton in centre midfield. Sturton's worth 97 million. This is Sturton. He's improved yet again. I'm just going to keep playing him again. He's got 25 starts, 17 assists. He got injured a couple of times, but he's played really well, 7.18. He also went to the Asian Cup, I think. So he missed some games there. Just keep playing him, and hopefully, he's not going to become as good as Isaac Brothers, I don't think. But if he can become a level just underneath him, we're all right. Then Bennett on the left wing, Dunnett on the right wing, Greatrix up front, because I think Greatrix end of the next season, this time next season, he's probably going to be our best player. Another season, I'm actually scared for the other teams how good he's going to be. I'm hoping he doesn't run out of potential like really quick and it's sort of like that's as good as he's going to get. He's still quite good, but I want him to become truly world-class, like Ballon d'Or level player. I'd love that. And then Hemsley's still keeping his spot behind the striker. He's 30. He's very good. He's sort of our like talisman. He's the guy that gets things going. And I just can't bring myself to drop him just yet because there's no one ready enough to take over that position. Maybe we're next year or year after. But right now, he's just going to be there. Definitely going to play less matches next season. He's played 57 starts this season. He's an absolute beast. But I think next year he's probably going to play like 40 starts. And we're going to give 10 to 15 starts to some youngsters that came through. The only issue or the only problem or the only gap I can see is at right centre-back. Now, we do have Tim Murray, this guy here. Now, he's played 24 starts this season, averaged over a 7. And I do think I'm going to start him next season because I think that's the right thing to do because the others aren't going to get any better. But I don't think he's going to get much better than this. I genuinely don't. If we look at his progress. From August to January, he didn't really improve. But then from January to May, he did. So maybe we just look at that and think, right, okay, if we can get another 6 months of that, we might have a really good centre-back. We've got a couple of players in the under-19s, under-21s. I'll show you a couple now. So the first one is Baden Pottage. Now, he's been on loan this season at Preston, and he doesn't look amazing, but he's worth 14 to 15 million. He's 20, and I'm wondering if we can make him a bit better at marking. I don't know. I'm looking at him, and I don't think he's probably good enough, but I think the next guy I'm going to show you is probably the one that might be good enough. Darren Nicklin, then. I'm looking at him, actually. I know he's only got 4-star potential, so it's like easy to go, probably not going to make it. But he's rated up against McLeod. So it's going to be very difficult to be a 5-star centre-back at this club right now with him there because that's who they're rating him up against. And I'm not expecting him to be as good as him, but I need him to be quite... And also, I'm looking at him as well and thinking his physicals are quite good. So if we can play him at the start of next season and just throw him in, I think he might become better than Murray, who we've just shown. As always, guys, let me know what you think. I do think his physicals are good enough for the Prem. 6'4", can jump. He's got good marking and positioning. He's got good base centre-back attributes. I just think he's not really improving because he's not playing at a good level. So I think I'm going to have to just start him in the Prem and see what happens. But also, I just don't think Murray's going to become very good. I don't think he's going to get much better because I've been playing him and he's not improving at quick enough rate. And it's a very clear sign that usually that is a bad thing. Like, for example, Culkin, I said it with Culkin, and he's not got any better. It's just very obvious when it happens. And the other guy that maybe we give some game time to next season is Aon Kamosi. Now, you might remember when he came through a couple of years back, but he's now 18. I think next season I'm going to give him some game time and sort of share the burden on Hemsley a little bit. He's got some good attributes, actually. And we've had some interest from a couple of teams. I tried to get him out on loan and didn't go because he's on the verge of becoming a decent player. Genuinely. Again, only 3.5-star potential, which is very annoying, but you never know. And I do think we need something there for when Hemsley gets a bit worse, which inevitably is going to happen. And then we go into the under-18s, and there's a barrel load of potential, and it's mainly attacking players apart from the left-back, Haw here, and Teague, the goalkeeper, which is fine. So this guy's worth 16 million. This guy's worth 18. And then there's Thompson, who's worth up to 31. So we've got good attacking options. We've got good players going through in the attacking areas. We're very top heavy. Yeah, it's just defensive players what we're struggling with a little bit. So as you can see down here, centre-back and defensive midfielder, defender, right back, and they're all low in potential. Lower anyway. If we can upgrade the defence, we can put at least one of the trophies that we need in the bag. But that's going to be that for Season 20, guys. I'm going to keep carrying on, actually. I'm going to edit this, get it ready for Sunday, and then I'm going to keep playing and get another one out because I'm really interested to see what happens next season with some of the youngsters, and I'm really enjoying it. So if you are as well, please leave a like on the video. I think there's about 58 or 60% of you guys that are watching the videos and the channel, and you're not subscribed. So do it now. Hit it. Hit the subscription button, please. Help me out. We're doing quite well at the minute. The channel's doing really well, so I really thank you for that. I really appreciate everything, all the interactions. So I will catch you for next season. Goodbye.